excited for him. Can't wait to go vote for Steve Scalise.
Absolutely.
Long live Speaker Scalise.
Do you think he has
The congressman who led the ouster of Kevin McCarthy, Florida Republican Matt Gaetz, is throwing his support behind Steve Scalise as Speaker of the House. The support from Gaetz is some of the good news for Steve Scalise tonight. The bad news, he doesn't appear to have the votes to secure the Speaker seat just yet. Good evening. I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. About an hour ago, Lafayette Republican Congressman Clay Higgins, he says that he supports he spoke out for Scalise as Speaker. He's part of a growing group that appears to be rallying behind today's nomination.
And Paul Murphy reports Scalise still needs support from a majority of the House chamber to win the job.
Congressman Steve Scalise emerged from Wednesday's House Republican Conference meeting as the top vote getter in the race for the chamber's top office.
We need to make sure we're sending a message to people all throughout the world that the House is open and doing the people's business.
The Louisiana lawmaker narrowly defeated conservative firebrand Jim Jordan from Ohio. The secret tally was reported to have been 113 to 99. Scalise, currently the House Majority Leader, will still need to secure 217 votes from the full chamber to take the gavel.
Louisiana will certainly win with a Steve Scalise as Speaker.
Congressman Troy Carter, a Democrat from New Orleans, predicts Scalise will ultimately get the votes needed to be Speaker.
Assuredly, there's been issues that will divide Republicans and Democrats. I'm hopeful that a Speaker Scalise will be able to bridge that divide and create more of a bipartisan effort to solving the issues that plague not only Louisiana, but the rest of our country.
State Senator Kirk Talbot, a River Ridge Republican, called Scalise the ultimate reach across the aisle type of leader.
I mean, we're a small state. We only have, 4 million people, 6 congressmen and women. And, for a small state like ours to have the Speaker of the House, helps us out. I think it's a testament to the kind of elected leaders that are coming out of Louisiana on Capitol Hill.
Scalise said with the crisis in the Middle East, it's time to get back to work.
Making sure that we're unequivocally standing in our first resolution that we pass under Speaker Steve Scalise will be to make it clear that we stand with Israel.
As of late Wednesday afternoon, Congressman Scalise was reportedly still gathering the votes needed to become Speaker of the House. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.
The House must unite behind a Speaker quickly because it can't do any other important business until that position is filled. There was some talk of taking a vote this afternoon. That did not happen. Eyewitness News political analyst and Gambit columnist Clancy Dubose joining us right now with taking a look at that. Why do you think they avoided taking that vote today?
Because Scalise didn't have the votes. It's strictly a matter of math and numbers right now.
Okay, so when we talk about having the votes, obviously he reportedly won the nomination, 113 to 99 votes. Closed-door meeting with the Republican delegation. We don't necessarily know exactly how they voted, but he needed 112 votes to win. How can he get that 112 so he can get to 217?
Well, he has to solidify all of the Republicans. You cannot really expect Democrats to cross over, although these days, even though it has always been a party line vote for Speaker, going back, at least a century, if not more. But these days in particular, it's always going to be Democrats voting one way, Republicans voting another way, and whichever one has the majority wins, provided the majority sticks together. That's been Kevin McCarthy's problem. So the challenge for Steve Scalise is to pick up all of the votes that went to Jim Jordan, plus those who voted for a few other scattered people and those who voted present, which doesn't really count in terms of getting to the magic number. And as you said, he needs more than 100 additional votes, about 105 or so additional votes. And when you're counting these votes, you want to get more. It's been said that counting votes in Louisiana and elsewhere is like growing figs. You got to grow enough for yourself and the birds because the birds are going to get there. So he wants to go in with 221 votes, which is how many Republicans there are in the House of Representatives.
All right, Clancy, thank you so much for that update. We will have continuing coverage of the process to choose a new Speaker of the House. The last election took 15 votes over 5 days. Now look for the latest updates on our website, our free smartphone app, as well as our social media pages.